Hey guys, Decalibur, another review. This time I'll be reviewing the deluxe Wolf Decalibur 50 from No.1 Sentai Gozyuger. This is the personal weapon of Goju Wolf that can also be combined with the Tega Sword. So before we get into things, I do want to explain why this is not a review of the Bake Magnum. For the past couple of weeks I was on vacation in Japan and I did pick up some new items there. Unfortunately, one of the items that I was not able to find was the Bake Magnum, thus I was able to purchase it, so I don't have it yet. I will try to order it in the mail, and when it comes in, I will eventually review it. So with all that said, let's get started. First up, we'll take a look at the Wolf Decalibur 50 on its own. So here we have it, which is a mainly red and gold sword. Starting from the top part here, have a wolf head with some clear plastic and metallic red plastic, as well as some nice golden paint. Got this clear yellow part going around the back. Coming down to the body, it's mainly metallic red with a little bit of clear red added in as well. We've got the blade here, which is partly metallic gold, and partly clear yellow. If we take a look here, we can see a spear here and trigger button here, as this does have electronic lights and sounds. Got a bit of gunmetal silver on the inside of the blade. And so we can get to the electronics. Got pull tab here and batteries already installed. So all you have to do is pull out the tab to turn it on. And so the lights are in here. On its own, it's got a sequence of 4 attacking sounds. And you also hold it right side up to use it as well. If we can press and hold the trigger, we'll get a finishing attack. And that activates the Wolf Decalibur finish. Next up, we can combine the Wolf Decalibur 50 with Tega Sword Red. So to prepare the Tega Sword, we're going to, first of all, fold away the hand sword. Then take off the left arm, place it behind the right shoulder. Then for the Wolf Decalibur 50, take this piece and fold it inwards, like that. So this has its own standby sequence for the combination, which activates when you remove the top part of the wolf head from the rest of the sword. This will go on as the new left arm. And this piece, we're going to place it on top like this. Take this piece and fold it all the way down. Then press the trigger button. And here we have Tega Sword Deca Claw, with Deca coming from Dekai, meaning huge in Japanese. So let's take a closer look. Starting from the top, we now have this big wolf head, or this kind of wolf hood going over the head, and very much adding on to the Tega Sword red ring. Then we have the chest, where now is adorned with this red chain coming down to the Gozyuger symbol in the middle. And this is something that is fairly character relevant, as the character who transforms into Goju Wolf wears a similar chain in his civilian form. Then we get to the left arm. We can see that the name Deca Claw is pretty fitting, as the left arm is now this gigantic claw weapon. It doesn't really have any articulation because of the lights and sounds in it, but the size definitely leaves an impact. You can see a little spike that's now revealed by having the hood off. And we now see that these three parts of the blade become the upper claw, and this part of the blade becomes the lower claw. And we also see that the inner parts of the blade form together nicely like this. Another benefit of this mode is that you get the sound sets of both Tega Sword Red and the Wolf Decalibur 50. So you still have the motion activated sound, basic slash attack, and the Wolf Sword finish from the Tega Sword. And you still have the same attack sounds from the Wolf Decalibur 50. Of course, the 4 basic attacks. As well as the finisher attack. And it's pretty simple to turn back into the Wolf Decalibur 50. You just have to remove the arm, remove the hood, fold back in the chain, fold out the blade, and then reattach it to the top. Like that. After that, now that we have the 5 personal weapons for the Gozyugers released, while there isn't an official combination that involves using all these with the Tega Sword, I would like to show you guys an example of a way that they can be combined together with the Tega Sword. So, let's start with the Eagle Shooter 50. I'll be using this piece. I'm going to combine it in the way that you would for Tega Sword Green. We're going to take off the arms, of course put them behind the shoulders. Then I'm going to take the Leon Gatling 50, or the Leon Buster 50. Use that as the right arm. I'm going to use the top part of the Unicorn Journal 50 as the left arm. And I'm just going to move these forward to give it some counterbalance weight. Then for the Tyranno Hammer 50, take these pieces and using the little clips here, we're going to connect it to these clips on top of the wings here. Let's go on this side. Let's go on this side. And finally, I'm going to take the hood from the Wolf Decalibur 50, Wolf Decalibur 50 rather. Now let's see, let me get that back on. As it says, a little bit of a loose connection. But like this, we have some semblance of a combination using all 5. It does not use every part, and if you want, you can do a little bit of adjustment. such as kind of having the wings out. But it does show that there is a way to, or rather that there are ways to make use of the pieces of the different personal weapons for a greater combination. And again, I don't know if they're going to make anything like this for the show, but at least even if they do it with the show, you can do something like this with the toys. Finally, we'll take a look at the Gozyuger Sentai Ring Golden Week campaign version. This is a Sentai ring that was released as a campaign bonus alongside the Wolf Decalibur 50, where you could get this if you purchased a Tega Sword or Wolf Decalibur 50 after the release date. And this is something I also got on my trip to Japan. So taking a look at the design, it says special down at the bottom. You can see the design is of the 5 versions of Tega Sword. We have red, black, yellow, blue, and green. Then if we twist around the ring, Tega Sword Red changes into Tega Sword Deca Claw. So it definitely makes sense as to why they'd wait until this point to release a ring like this. And of course, we can also use it with the Tega Sword. So let's test it out. So we have a light blue light, and it says Gozyuger. And the switch attack is Finished Finger Gozyuger. And there we go. Overall, the Wolf Decalibur 50 is a cool, if not slightly controversial release. Now, just hanging it on its own is pretty interesting. The sword itself is pretty cool, and interestingly enough, kind of resembles the Byakko Shinken from Gosei Sentai Die Ranger, aka Saba the Talking Sword from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And whether or not that was a coincidence is, well, anyone's guess. And it is nice that it has its own licensed sounds, which means that as a weapon it does do more than any of the other personal weapons. Not to mention, it does combine with the Tega Sword, of course. And even though, from the fan reactions I've seen, the combined form is not everyone's cup of tea, I appreciate it, and, I realize that it kind of has to be this way because of the way they engineered the electronics. And I think it kind of needed to be this way because of the fact that if it didn't have its own new set of sounds, then you just get the same sounds as Tega Sword Red, but with a little armor add-on. And this is kind of a new trend that I think we've kind of started getting into, starting from last year's Boon Boomger, where, at the early point of the series, we got the Boon Boom cards for the main Boon Boomgers. We had the individual small ones for blue, pink, black, and orange, but then it wasn't until after all of those that we got Boom Boom Racing, which can be considered the small size Boom Boom car of Boon Red. And in a similar vein, in this earlier part of the series, we got the personal weapons for Goju, Leon, Tyranno, Eagle, and Unicorn. It wasn't until all of those that we then got the personal weapon for Goju Wolf. And this is definitely the kind of thing that I know some people were feeling weird about because of the fact that, due to the nature of the Tega Sword Red Ring, its existence was leaked before it was even revealed. So, some people, I guess some people kind of thought that it's kind of thing that needed to or should have come with the Tega Sword, but they did kind of at the same time need a default state for the Tega Sword, and so it defaulted to Tega Sword Red. But that being said, I do feel like Tega Sword Deca Claw is the true form of Tega Sword Red. And for what it's worth, it does a good job, and if you have a Tega Sword, I would still recommend picking this up. Next time, I'll be reviewing the Shin Kalyan 300. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is Kero50, riding off.